It's been quite a while since I published a video, so here I pulled together a quick montage, starting with a trip we took in June to the Little Belt Mountains in Montana, and also including a trip to Eastern Europe for our anniversary, and some of our recent adventures here in California. All right, I ran pretty far ahead. I'm just now catching my breath. There's one deep spot. With speed, I know I could get through, and it looks like it breaks up after that. But I am miles and miles a Forest Service road away from getting back to a main road. Okay, now that one stood still for me, which is nice. I don't think that's a mule deer. I think that's an elk, judging by the size of the rump and the overall size of the animal. And I'm no expert. I don't think that's a mule deer. I think that is a cow elk. Well, hopefully not too exciting a night tonight. There's a wind advisory. It's not clear whether it starts tomorrow morning or tonight, but supposedly gusts up to 65 miles an hour, so we'll see how the tent does. Well, last night was fairly exciting. Reportedly wind gusts up to 65 miles an hour, but looks like everything survived okay. Woke up quite a few times from the wind noise, but no damage. I think one chair had gotten knocked over. Nothing blew out of the trailer. So put that one in the wind column. I did not wake up in Oz this morning. In the first book of Kings, the Lord speaks to Elijah, 1 Kings 19, starting at verse 11. Then the Lord said, "Go out and stand on the mountain before the Lord. The Lord will pass by." There was a strong and violent wind rending the mountains and crushing rocks before the Lord. But the Lord was not in the wind. After the wind, an earthquake, but the Lord was not in the earthquake. After the earthquake, fire, but the Lord was not in the fire. After the fire, a light, silent sound. When he heard this, Elijah hid his face in his cloak and went out and stood at the entrance of the cave. Practice with the drone. I'm afraid it wasn't very impressive. I'm too inexperienced a drone pilot. I don't know if it can be heard with the dead cat on the microphone, but I mean, within a minute or so of getting the drone ready, all of a sudden the wind whipped up. So When it's hot here in the Inland Empire, one smart move is go to the high elevations to do your explorations during the summer, or explore indoor places. So Kathy and I spent a weekend at the Presidential Library of one of my favorite presidents, Ronald Reagan.
So when he talked to the contractor, he said, we have an 18.5-foot ceiling at the Oval Office. The contractor said, Mr. President, this is mission, Southwest mission style, 13-foot ceiling. The president said, no, 18.5 feet, dig a hole. That's why we come down those steps and we're going to go up a ramp. He wanted it exact. This was decorated by the end Mrs. Dragonburn, the first year of his second term.
So I look at that sandy cliff, I was kind of laughing to myself that the last time I was on any of these beaches in Pendleton, I was in an Amtrak. But I still remember being a bit freaked out because the Marines would drive us right up to the edges of the cliffs along the coast in those Amtraks. And I always thought, man, did anyone explain the concept of subsidence to these guys? Because, you know, landslides happen when they happen. And a huge, heavy, vibrating vehicle with tracks right up close to the coast is probably as good a way to induce a little bit of soil subsidence as there is. But again, what a gorgeous, gorgeous place. And it's awesome that the Marine Corps works with the state of California to allow this St. Onofre Park. As a veteran, without a ton of paperwork, I don't think I'd be allowed into the Marine Corps portion of the beach. Again, my service was brief and unremarkable.